Hi, everyone. I am the other lesbian in the lineup tonight. So I remember a few months after I got back from my first deployment, just the first panic attack, just the crushing feel of just bodies, smashing on me, my blood pressure going to the roof, tears coming down my cheeks, just just feeling lost, even though I'm surrounded by people and just hating every minute of it. I learned that that's actually a common reaction to being in Walmart. Thing. I went to therapy, and during the intake, therapist is asking, like, one of the criteria is like, your first panic attacks. Like, yeah, just a couple weeks ago at Walmart. And she kind of smirked and tried hiding a little laugh. And I'm like, what gives on this? Why? Therapist was like, it's not that it's funny, it's just that it's almost always Walmart. That's something that I think would be important for us to know beforehand, before we go there and freak out. And I was like, hey, here's an idea to help out. How about when we all land, you just file us through, see who freaks out. It's a pre-screener. Everybody wins. But that led to years of therapy, which I really needed. And while I'm going through it, I see a lot of issues that I have that I got from my dad, thanks to generational trauma. And, his parents give to him to me to my kids. And I'm sure it'll continue because, that's what families do. And it took a long time to get my dad to finally go to therapy. And we're the type that we can't be in the room together for more than an hour before we literally try to kill each other. And my mom has to send us to our rooms to put us in timeout. And we love each other dearly, but it always ends badly. And this visit, after I finally got my dad to go to therapy, he was actually really proud. And we had this huge bonding moment because he wanted to tell me about it. So I sat down with him, and he so eager to share. He's like, yeah, when the therapist asked me if I had any guns in the house, I told her I don't need any. I'm a creative person. One of those things, like, I'm just proud my dad opened up. I mean, it was just shocking to hear him say that. And I wanted to be honest back with him. And I was like, I said the same thing to mine. Well, the years of therapy actually did come in handy for me. A couple years ago, I moved to middle of nowhere, Vermont, and didn't know anybody, never been here before. And I'm an obnoxious person. I always see something stupid. And so my wife and I are going around meeting people, and I'm generally the chatty one. So I'm like, yeah, this is my wife. She's a special education teacher, a saint. But one of these days, I'm going to find the ends of her patience. Or I would say something like, oh, I'm still working on ruining my first marriage. 25. It took 25 years. So now I need money because I like food and toys. And I struggled hard trying to find a job in the middle of nowhere. After about a month, I had one offer. I work at Walmart. Every day you see me, there's a 50-50 chance I've had a panic attack already. But it hasn't been all bad. I have started trying to date again. Had a girlfriend, lovely lady. We dated for 6 months till I turned her straight. You're welcome, guys. We stayed really good friends. It ended on good terms. But she didn't want to have a kid. She wanted birth control. So she asked if I would take her to her appointment at Planned Parenthood to get an IUD. I was like, yeah, I'll be happy to drive you. She has me go back with her, and okay, awkward. And she's up on the table, and I was like, all right, I'm going to try to be serious and compassionate. I'm not going to say anything stupid. My ex looks up at me. He's like, you're here as a distraction. You can't make this any worse than it already is. Challenge accepted. So doctor comes in, gets started, gets between her legs, and so it's time to do my thing. So I'm looking at my ex. She's laying there. I was like, how you doing? You come here often? Down at the doctor, back up at her. Worst threesome ever. Now, the doctor, a lot of respect for the doctor, because despite that joke, she never took her eye off the prize. She just shook her head, just eye straight forward the whole time. Now, my ex staring back up at me with daggers, like, this is now the worst thing that could have ever happened in a Planned Parenthood. And some of you probably thinking that joke should be aborted. You're right, but it is viable. So in 20 states, I have to tell it. Plus, it's a unique opportunity for me to say I unlocked the achievement as a comedian, bombed in Planned Parenthood. Jennifer Roberts, thank you.